Hi guys, welcome back. We're already ready with our next country. That's Austria, a woman that you've all been waiting for. I can see the room is almost full compared to the other countries. So I guess you have a lot of questions for Conchita. Please just raise your hand whenever you're ready for a question, and I'll just shut up and try to do as many questions from your point of the room as possible. So please welcome Conchita Wurst from Austria. Welcome Team Austria, welcome Conchita.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello everybody.
How are you, Conchita?
Oh, hello.
How was your second rehearsal?
Oh, fabulous. You know, I looked down my sleeves and the light weren't even on, and I was sparkling like crazy. This is how I like it.
Yeah?
And it was just really, it was incredible. And you know what else that I loved? That already people were in the studio, so you really could feel, you know, a bit of energy, because at the first rehearsal you were all alone, almost. But here was just very, very nice. I really enjoyed myself. And singing it 3 times would be the best way to do it, because I just can't stop singing it.
That'll mean you'll win. Because that'll mean you'll sing once in the semifinal and one in the final, and then there's the winner, right? If you do it 3 times. Is that what you're aiming?
Well, I think I will sing it also 3 times, even if I don't win.
Okay, we'll see about that. So tell us about your performance. It's very dramatic. I saw it. It's very, yeah, well, beautiful. What do you think about that?
Thank you so much. Well, I thought. When I think of my performance in the time of doing all this kind of, how can you tell it, these storyboards and all that stuff, I really wanted to go for a very simple staging, and this is what we did. I think it's very simple and small and timeless, but also very, very glamorous, and I think all this LED walls and all that stuff, and the fire is just impressive. And
do you feel home on the stage?
I do feel home.
Yes? Well, let's take some questions from we have a lot of questions on Twitter using Ask Eurovision, hashtag Ask Eurovision. Well, let's do this one. When you sing your song, do you imagine that you're singing it to a specific person? That's from George.
No, not really. No, I don't really think of one particular person. I just tell the story, I think, and fall totally into the story. So no, there's not really one person. No.
I know you've answered a lot of questions about your appearances, and the same questions obviously keep popping up again and again as we go along and as we go into the next week. But this was one of them: is do you think that Europe can go beyond your appearance and judge only your voice? Or is it important to you to judge both, or what do you think about that?
You know, I think as an artist you have to have, you know, a package. And for me, it's just the only way to express myself. Everybody asks me why you got such a comedian, you know, surname when you got such a serious message. Because I am both, and we all not just black and white, and we all are funny and serious, you know. And this is why I created this act. You can do whatever you want, and I think, for me, I wouldn't have it any other way. I just need the appearance, I need those songs, and I need my voice, and it's just everything together, and I hope that people will get everything, not just pieces of it.
Mm-hmm. Let's take some questions from the room. Anyone? Alistair?
Hi, Conchita again.
Hello.
Alistair Birch from SBS Radio. You look absolutely fabulous today, may I say. And for our listeners back home, could you perhaps give us some beauty and hair care tips?
Oh, well, people ask me how long does it take till my hair is done, and I always say, I don't know, I'm not in the room. And and the second thing is, which when it comes to makeup, I just keep on telling every girl or girl, dare, don't be afraid of makeup, just try out.
What about your dress during the stage performance? What are you going to be wearing?
Oh, my dress is actually designed by myself because I have a fashion background and I know what I want. But I'm so grateful that there are people who can tailor, you know, and that they can bring my vision to life, so I separated this part from myself. But they really, really did a great job, and I just love my dress. Actually, I wanted to sleep in it, but I'm not allowed to.
Yes, over here, please.
Hello, Marco Schreuder from der Standard AT Austria.
Hello.
Hello.
I know you.
I know you.
Get a room, please.
Yeah. Exactly 50 years ago, in Copenhagen, actually, at the Eurovision Song Contest, a man started his career and participated for the first time at the Eurovision Song Contest. His name was Udo Jürgens, and 3 years later he did win. Do you want to follow his footsteps?
Oh my God, I wish, but if somebody wants me to be here, I will come over and over again, because I really like it. I really like it.
Thank you, Ben Robertson, ESC Insight. Question here for the head of delegation, I believe that's possible. I have here a quote from a member of the German jury, Sido, who is going to be in the jury for the semi-final and the final next week, where Conchita in the past has been linked to an old-fashioned German kind of circus act. Is this something that concerns you as head of delegation to make sure your act is treated fairly? And have you spoke to the EBU about this?
I didn't really understand because I can't hear you already.
So on the German jury, we have Sido, who's a famous rapper from Germany, who in the past has made comments about Conchita and linking it to a circus. Is that something that you're aware of? Have you spoken to the EBU about that? And do you have concerns about Conchita being treated fairly in the contest?
No, I didn't know that till now. And I only know that Sido, who is joining the Germans, in this year, he was a judge in one of our casting shows. And
I was a part of them? Well, of the show, not of the judge, sorry.
And Conchita was a part of the casting show too, where Sido was the judge. So I don't really care if Sido is saying such bad words, because he's a rapper and he has to do so, I think.
Just a small for the consideration for our online viewers. Please do not use flash in here, please. Wait for that until we go to the photo wall, and you have plenty of opportunity to take pictures there, please. Thank you. Next question.
Hi, it's Martijn van der Veen, Eurovision artist, the Netherlands. I wanted to ask you a question that has to do with my job, my regular job that I have in the Netherlands. I work with a lot of refugees. A lot of those people discover when they are in Holland that they are gay. My question is, I speak to those people who have very often the wrong idea about being gay. Do you realize for one moment that those people, that they are scared by your act because they are just trying to discover that normal, regular people, so like a lot of here, are gay? Wait a moment, please respect everybody, okay? I just want to know, do you realize that there are also people who are a little bit scared about you? Because
you mean especially in the community? Or what do you mean?
I think
people who are gay and finding out that, and
okay, and that they might have been. You know what? I totally get that. I think it could be a bit confusing because, you know, the problem is that many people think the way I express, most of them say, well, I'm also gay, but I don't need a beard and a dress to express that. This is just my own truth, you know. This is not the ultimate reality, so I feel comfortable that way. And I just can say to those who don't really realize yet if they are gay or not, you know, and a bit scared of this change, I don't want to scare them. I just want to show them that they can be accepted in any way, you know. They're allowed to do anything, you know.
Last question, please. Last question. Over here, please.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
Great to have you here, Sasha from Eurovision Austria. First, about all this gay blah, 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 I just want to tell you something very good. And yesterday I was on the Russian press conference here, and then I asked delegation and composer about some petitions they signed. They will be signed in Russia. You know everything about this. And the composer said there's something very, very good. He just said, "I'm apologize for all this crazy stuff my people wrote about this." So I just want to say to you that your message has come also in Russia. And my question actually, you was great on the stage. How do you feel? What you thought when you were standing around in front of the people, and how do you feel on the stage? Just like this.
It was just, as I said before, it was just overwhelming, you know. Today it was the first time that I saw the pyro, you know, the fire and that stuff. And it's just so impressive, you know. I don't know if some of you can imagine, but standing in the middle of, you know, like this glamour and this beyond lighting and everything, it's just really overwhelming. And in the end, standing there, singing the last note, and then this crazy fire is going on. I just really felt very, very warm. And very comfortable. Yeah, it was just really amazing.
Are you ready to go on stage next week? Do you feel ready?
Oh my God, I'm so ready. They have to do that I get off stage.
So what are you going to do the next days before going on the stage? What are you going to do with your time here in Copenhagen?
Well, there are a few interviews I will do, and of course I want to see something of the city, you know. Of course we are here to work, but it would be nice just to discover a bit. And tomorrow I will sing at the Euro Club, and there, you know, where there's the big opening, and we are all be dressed up very, very fabulous, hopefully. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all these side events. And of course, I will be here at the first semi-final because I'm invited by the BBC, which I want to thank because I'm very excited by that. And yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to do.
Well, I know we'll see you tomorrow at the opening ceremony at Copenhagen Hall, City Hall. And also I know that you'll be joining a big Danish television show tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for all the questions. That was the last question. I'm sorry for that. We'll be back in under 10 minutes with the next country. That's Lithuania. Thank you for joining us.